Hello again. Uh, just gonna yap for a little bit, as probably expected. This is a fun little thing that I like to talk about. I think this is a fun topic of discussion. About school. Uh, so I graduated last year. I am almost 19, and I can tell you that school's fucking useless. You're not going to use most of what you learn throughout like high school. And when I mean to say school, I don't mean like all of school. I mean mostly high school. You know, elementary school and your formative years, you're learning shit you'll use for the rest of your life. You know, how to count, how to read, basic math. Middle school, somewhat biology. You start learning about more advanced sciences, like a little bit of chemistry and shit in middle school, and some algebra. But beyond that, in high school, unless you're taking like finance classes or like I don't know, like a class that helps you improve your trade. Like for example, I'm really big into music, and I took music theory my senior year, and that really helped me. I also took a semester of music appreciation my senior year, and that was also really helpful. But unless you're taking classes like that, then you don't really need most of high school. Like geometry and a lot of trigonometry and whatever else, like more advanced algebras, you're not really going to need. Who the fuck needs the Pythagorean theorem? Most people are going to go work in a warehouse after high school. They're going to go drive trucks or operate warehouses or fucking work at McDonald's. Y equals mx plus b. That's not going to help anybody unless you're an engineer. And I get it. They have to be. They have to teach broad things because you never know what kind of people are going to walk into those schools and what kind of career paths they're going to choose. So it makes sense in that regard. But for most people, like myself, those classes are pointless. Like, I couldn't tell you a thing I learned in any math class beyond pre-algebra in 8th grade. I couldn't tell you. And I graduated just fine, no problem. There are a couple classes though, like chemistry. I think it is important to learn basic chemistry, so you know not to mix bleach and ammonia. But then again, you can just Google half the shit. Like say you're in a factory, you can Google what kind of chemicals are being shit out by all the machines and what they do to you, and you just learn that way. School's pretty much useless, especially college. I feel unless you're um, going into a career that requires a degree and an absurd amount of training, like engineering or something like that, or teaching. Which why would you want to be a teacher? You make no money. They make nothing. Unless you want to go into a career like that, college is useless. Uh, because it's just either you're going to go to their party and you're going to be in a bunch of debt, or you're going to get a degree and be in a bunch of debt. Oh shit! I have a little bit of a trash on my desk. Um, but school beyond like middle school is not really necessary because you can just the classes they make you take, you can just look it up on Google and learn it that way. It's a lot faster. It's free. Some people don't know this, but public school and shit is not free. Your parents, when they enroll you, they have to put that on taxes and shit. So it does cost money for them to get you in school and educated. But like in high school, again, unless you're taking classes that like specifically like warrant to your trade, like music or welding or whatever, you're wasting your time. You're wasting a bunch of time. Because I couldn't tell you what I learned in most classes in high school, really. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. That's really all I remember from biology. Chemistry, I remember a few different formulas and the names, like the scientific names of elements on the periodic table, but that's about it. You know? So you don't, nothing, a lot of the shit you're going to be taught doesn't really stick. And there's a big difference between being taught something and being told something, which some people don't understand this. I don't know if this is just a small thing, but being taught something is learning about something that you're interested in and will actually affect you and help you later down the line. Like, for example, for me, studying music theory. I'm not a music theory god. I don't know everything, but I know how to make things work. I know how chords relate. I know how notes fit. that kind of thing. That's something I actually was taught. I taught myself, and I had a teacher that kind of opened it up for me and helped me get a better understanding of what I need to learn more. And then there's being told something, which, like a book, for example, like in English class, when you're forced to read a book, you're being told these things. You're being told about the main character and whatever the fuck. Because you're not going to remember that shit. Unless it's like a formative book, like my people that are my age, we read Harry Potter and Wonder in elementary school. That kind of shit you don't forget. But in high school, I don't remember any of the books we read. I don't. I don't. Because they're not important. Because we were just... It's just for the sake of the assignment. Because the teachers have to just give you shit to do so that way they can get paid. And that's fair enough. But, like, honestly, we don't even really need teachers. High school can be mostly abolished. Sorry. But high school can be mostly abolished. Because it's not really necessary for a lot of people. For most people, even. Because the shit that you learn from it, even like college, you can just learn shit online. There's free courses on YouTube for like coding and whatever. So there's really not much need for school. Especially I don't know how it is in other countries. Okay, I'm American. So I don't know how it is for like the UK, or I don't know what's like over there. But from my experience, and what I know from other people's experiences in America, school's fucking useless. There's no point. The internet can tell us anything we want to know for free and a lot faster than anything in school. And a lot of kids that are in school are overworked, overstressed, and a lot of teenagers end up killing themselves because of a lot of the this shit involving school, you know. And another argument I've seen that is for school is the social aspect. You know, you get in this big ass building with hundreds of other kids, and you know get to make new friends. That's not always the case. There are people who sit by themselves, and people who get bullied. You know, so it's not always a good thing. And what if they're just people you don't like, and you're forced to be in a building with them for 7 hours a day? You know, it sucks. It's awful. And I just don't really see much of a point for it. Because I have my diploma over there, on my shelf over there, and it's like I went through school for 12 years, but I can only remember very little beyond like the social aspect, you know, because having friends and shit, that's really all you're going to care about in the moment when you're 15, 16. All you care about is getting to lunch and be able to fuck around with your friends for half an hour. You know, it's nothing else is really that important when you're actually in school. And the amount of hell you're forced to endure. Like, if you're getting bullied, you can't do much about it, especially now. Because schools won't do a goddamn thing if you're being bullied, but if you're being victimized and you do end up defending yourself, that's when there's a problem. So, I mean, not only is what the concept of school is currently useless, but it's also a fucked system, and there's a lot of shitty teachers. There's bad people that get into these jobs, positions of power with around like younger people. Like, say a teacher can be a shitty person just as a construction guy could be a shitty person. And if these kids are exposed to those shitty people every day, whether it be a teacher or people at school, you know, fellow students, you can't do anything about it. You're forced to go, and that can have such a huge negative effect on people. Like I mentioned, kids kill themselves solely because of school. The social, the stress from all the schoolwork and shit. And going to college, college is just guaranteed debt unless you're stupid rich. Unless your parents have fuck you money, then you're just guaranteed debt. You know, and yeah, you might have fun, you might go to some parties and enjoy yourself, but like, what's really the point? So just if any of you guys if anyone watching this is in school currently, like high school or whatever, just pick easy classes, you know, because high school doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. If you want to go to college, just get good scores on the SATs or whatever it is you have in wherever you are, or the big standardized tests. Just do good on those and you'll be fine. Because school's useless. School's pointless now. Genuinely, like, I don't understand why it's still such a necessary thing. Because they don't teach you shit anymore. They don't teach you shit that you need at all. Again, except unless you're taking, like, classes that help you learn about your trades and shit you want to do. But beyond that, it's useless. So thanks for listening to my rant, and I guess that's it. See ya.